CM Punk is WWE World Heavyweight Champion and Cody Rhodes is teasing a heel turn. All that coming up and more on Wrestle Ramble episode 14. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more. Let's get straight into it! So, as we're all aware, Saturday night's main event did happen on Saturday last week. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get up the video as quickly as I could have because of system issues with my computer. Go figure. But regardless, we're here now and we're going to talk about what happened. So, CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre opened up the show and they had a very good match, I must say. There was major heat on Cody throughout the entire match until these little bits and bobs here and there. There was always the caution for Cody Rhodes, if he was to be DQ'd, he would have to relinquish the title and give it to Drew McIntyre if he was counted out or disqualified. So that was always something that was lingering throughout the match. There was a fantastic spot where Cody Rhodes was outside on the apron and Drew McIntyre hit a shoulder tackle and he launched him onto the table and it broke and he just beat the 9 count to retain his championship, as of course, as I just mentioned, he would lose it if he was to be counted out. There was a botch in the match where the ref was in the way for a Cody cutter. I'm pretty sure it was a botch anyway because Cody started selling the knee like, oh yeah, no, my knee's sore, and it just did the exact same thing and did it anyway. So I'm pretty sure that was a botch, but hey ho, who cares, it's Cody Rhodes. At one point the ref was rammed into the corner, which prompted Drew McIntyre to go outside, pick up the belt and attempt to hit Cody Rhodes with it, but Cody Rhodes did dodge it, and then proceeded to hit a DDT onto the belt with Drew McIntyre, making sure that Cody Rhodes does not win this match cleanly. DDT was then hit onto the belt, Cody Rhodes picked him up, Crossroads 1, 2, 3, Cody Rhodes retains the championship. Now, some interesting things here about what I thought. I thought the match had a very good stipulation where, you know, DQ, loses the title, yada yada, all that great stuff. But Drew McIntyre, being the absolute athlete that he is, and the best heel that he is currently, one of the best heels anyway in the business at the moment, made it a much more entertaining watch for Cody and us all at home, making sure that we had a great idea of what was going on during the match. Got some great heat on him, had some great spots. Overall, the match was good. I wouldn't say it was great or perfect or anything like that, but it was pretty good for the standard of a championship match, and that is all that I can ask for. Now this does set up something interesting for the future, that Cody Rhodes does have the potential to turn heel somewhere down the line. Now that is something that, you know, is a big thing going on at the moment with Cody Rhodes. Everyone wants him to turn heel, everyone wants him to do this big thing where he becomes the Homelander kind of guy with the jet black blonde hair. But wait, the jet black, what am I? He's already got the blonde hair. He is Homelander, but he's playing the good guy right now. Just wait until he's the bad guy. Sort of that old New Japan day when he was there. It's going to be fantastic. That's what they're setting up for, because this has been a couple of steps now actually for him turning heel, because this, if you've noticed, is only part of that heel turn. The first time I ever witnessed Cody Rhodes be a sort of heel-like character was when, after the match with AJ Styles at Clash in Scotland, he hit him with the stairs after the match was already done. Now, he didn't have to do that. Of course, AJ Styles is a heel at that time, but he didn't have to. He was a white meat babyface, he still is, and he still hit him with the stairs. So that's when I first noticed it. And there's been little drips and drabs of him going to that side of the ring. The dark side of the ring. So it is coming. It is coming that Cody Rhodes is thinking about turning heel, but we're just going to have to wait on it a little bit longer. Drew McIntyre, of course, being the nonchalant guy that he is, didn't decide to tweet anything on his Twitter page about what he thought of the match. He definitely did. He's a fucking crybaby. Next up was Jade Cargill versus Tiffany Stratton for the WWE Women's Championship. Now, Tiffany Stratton is injured. Her knee, or whatever part of her leg is injured, is buggered. So she was dropping this belt regardless of what the result was going to be, or how the result was going to play out. How did it turn out? Jade Cargill squashed the living shit out of her. They gave her power bombs, she gave her follow-away slams, she gave her jaded. Every single thing you can think of that was a power move, she gave. Although Tiffany Stratton did hit a very nice swanton bomb, it didn't really matter. She still hit jaded, still got the 1, 2, 3 in under like 5 minutes. Jade Cargill is the new women's champion. Now, what do I think about that? Well, Jade Cargill is probably, most likely, most definitely the most fitness freak in the women's division right now. She has the best physique out of every other woman in the division. So with that being said, her squashing Tiffany Stratton is something. She is a machine of a woman. Have you seen her? Oh my lord. She is absolutely brilliant. So her beating Tiffany Stratton like that in this way that just absolutely destroys everything about her character is a bit mean, but at the same time, it makes Jade Cargill look like a machine. If she is squashing people left and right, Tiffany Stratton's just the first. She's going to be defending her title probably a few times like this as well before someone decides to step up and take it off her. But that is going to be a very difficult task considering how she's being presented now to us and the company itself. Now, what does this set up? It probably sets up the fact that Jade Cargill is going to be pushed like a machine, sort of Drago in Rocky IV, the big bad Russian machine, or Jamaican machine in her case. She's going to be pushed to the bloody moon, and it is going to be fantastic to watch. Jade Cargill is an absolute brilliant athlete. Not that good on the mic, athlete-wise, ring-wise, she's very good though, and I hope she does get the push that she deserves and holds this for a very long time, because why not? Why not? She has the best physique I have seen in a very, very long time in terms of all the other women's wrestlers that have come through the company. Push her to the moon. She deserves it. I've also noticed that she is now the first ever Jamaican woman to win the WWE Women's Championship. The first male being Big E, of course, who is still injured, but hopefully you do come back, Big E, and you take on Jade Cargill, the first ever male on female Jamaican championship match for the big one, the Boomakla. Next up, we had Penta versus Rusev versus Dominic Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship. Oh my lord, I love triple threats. This was the best match of the night. Now, what exactly did happen? Well, Rusev had a fucking dropkick. Rusev had a fucking powerbomb. Rusev is the... He's the absolute best in the ring right now. Rusev is a machine. There were great dives to the outside by Penta and Dominic Mysterio, each of their own, got their own little thing in there. There was a funny part where Dominic Mysterio threw the chair to Rusev and then he went down and the ref was looking at Dom like, I don't know what to tell you, but it's a no DQ, brother. Get the fuck up. Penta at one point did use Rusev as a springboard to hit the Mexican Destroyer, as in Rusev was hands and knees on the floor, he was in the corner, ran up, whoop, used them as a little turning point, and then hit the Canadian Destroyer on Dominic Mysterio. Looked absolutely fantastic. Then he took Rusev into a headlock, run to the ropes, tornado DDT, it looked flawless. Penta and Rusev working together, that is a match we need to see every single week. My god, they are brilliant. And there was a false finish with Rusev kicking out the Penta driver from Penta. I mean, that finisher is just bollocks now, isn't it? Everyone's kicking out of it. Like, the Mexican Destroyer is Penta's finisher now. And to be fair, it is a fantastic finisher. And then Rusev also caught Penta with a Machka kick. And then Accolade in. The bell rang. Rusev was like, yeah! And then Dominic Mysterio turned out he rung the bell from the outside, not stopping the match and making sure it continued on. Absolutely brilliant work from Dominic Mysterio. The big heel bastard has done it again. We all love Dominic. Hammer time! Penta uses the hammer on Rusev instead of Dominic Mysterio. Dominic runs Penta into the post, shoulder first, gets Rusev, hits him again, up to the top rope, frog splash, 1, 2, 3, Dominic Mysterio retains the Intercontinental Championship. Now, what do I think about a match like that just occurred in a WWE ring? Well, obviously, I thought it was brilliant. Rusev is a machine, Penta is a no-holds-barred, resilient bastard, and Dominic Mysterio is a cheeky little heel. Those three things combined make for an excellent little match that made my tummy have a lot of good feelings. I'm so sorry, Simon Miller. If you're watching this, I didn't mean to steal that. But let's continue on. Jump into the deep end with me here. Rusev should be World Heavyweight Champion at some point. He is unbelievable. He's got everything he could ever ask for. Promo-wise, he's great. In-ring, he's great. Why isn't he a future champion? Well, because of everyone else in line for that first. But he'll be there. He'll be there. He already had a great US run all the way back when I was first watching WWE. He was great in that, but now it's time to bring him back, get a title on that man's waist because he deserves it. Rusev, you are a great guy. I love you. But yeah, overall the match had brilliant spots, dives to the outside, false finishes, the ringing the bell thing early was absolutely brilliant. I think this is match of the night, and I don't know if anyone else is going to agree with that and say, but I don't know, what, CM Punk versus Jey Uso? We'll get to that, but this is match of the night for me. Rusev, Penta, Dom, you did a great job. Hope you guys had a lovely bakery snack afterwards. Yeah! What does it set up? Well, Dominic Mysterio still retains, and he's going to continue his feud most likely with Penta and with Rusev. I think they have a great little chemistry thing going on between the three of them. They definitely need to have more matches together. They are phenomenal working together in ring, and I think it just needs to continue on because they are brilliant. All three of those workers need to keep having matches. I keep saying it, I'm going to keep saying it. Keep giving them matches. Make the next one a ladder match. Make the next one a tables match. Hell, make it a tables and ladders. Hell, make it a tables, ladders, and chairs match. Hell, make it at WrestleMania, tables, ladders, chairs, and little leprechauns at WrestleMania 42. Damn! The next one isn't really a match, but it was more of a very, you know, important promo that John Cena has announced that there is going to be a 16-man tournament to be held so he can face his last opponent in December for Saturday night's main event. And from what I'm gathered, this is how it's going to play out. There'll be 4 competitors from Raw, which we already know about. There'll be 4 competitors from SmackDown, 4 competitors from NXT, and 4 competitors from outside of the WWE. Most likely either TNA or AAA. If they bring someone from AEW, I mean, that would be very impressive. But to be honest, it's something that John is, you know, it's obviously been his idea to do this. I think it's a great idea, but it's going to be someone that's young. It's going to be someone that's up and coming that is going to beat John, because I think having that on their resume is just going to make them, it is going to make them just right to the top. Because that's the person that John wants to trust with the most. My personal opinion, Obafemi would be a fantastic pick to do. He is absolutely brilliant on the mic, absolutely brilliant in the ring, and is overall just a very humble and respectful person. If John was to give his last match to anybody, Obafemi would be the person to do so. He is just a godsend of a wrestler. Other options, maybe Carmelo Hayes, potentially, Trick Williams, Ilya Dragunov even, just anyone from that kind of range. It can be anyone that's, you know, already a vet and done this for long enough. They've already got the respect that they need. Joe Hendry is a name I've seen thrown around as well, but the issue is he's in his 30s, and I don't know, it's a tricky one with Joe. It is a tricky one, because the people I've mentioned are all in their 20s or late 20s. They have a long way to go. Joe is time. Joe Hendry is only just now joined the WWE. He's a potential though. He's potential. But like I said, Obafemi would be my pick anyway. But it is going to be fascinating to see who gets in this tournament later on down the couple of weeks, and who's going to actually win the entire thing and face John Cena in his last ever match, which will be very emotional and will make me cry most likely. There's no joke. I'm going to find it very upsetting, to be honest. And then we reach the main event of the night, CM Punk versus Jey Uso for the World Heavyweight Championship, vacant by Seth Rollins because his knee's sore. Yeah, Jey Uso did not take kindly to this afterwards. The community do not like Jey Uso at the moment. The fact that he was put in this match makes the entire online community and the entire people inside that arena not like him very much. Though you may be deceived by the fact that they were all cheering for him and whatnot, there were people in the crowd that were like... I feel bad for Jey. I do feel bad for him, because we know he's a great wrestler. It's just what's going on right now. Maybe it's a confidence thing, I don't know. Or maybe it's all a work and we're just being worked to high-do. I don't know. But the fact of the matter is, the match... Oh my god. I mean, there were good things that happened, don't get me wrong, but we're only remembering about the bad stuff. What's the number one thing that comes to mind when you think of CM Punk versus Jey Uso? Oh, I don't know. How about the neckbreaker botch? What the hell was going on there? Why is it that when you turn, you then fall forward again? You're being turned from to a neckbreaker. You're taking a back bump. There is no thing, unless you're taking the... I forget the finisher. The thing that, what was his name? Drew Gulak? No. I've forgotten. Someone used to do that as a finisher, but you're not taking that. It's CM Punk. He's going to give you a neck breaker. Why are you falling forward? And then he kicks you in the head and then picks her up and then does it again. It's unbelievable. And then CM Punk, to be fair, you're not out of this either. You hit a terrifically bad spear. This is on you as well, CM Punk. That spear was shockingly bad. And then the falling onto the shoulders for the GTS. Oh my god. I swear, that's a new one. I haven't seen that before in a couple of matches, to be fair. Has that happened before? Has that happened before? Have you seen that spot? I haven't seen that spot before. It must be a new thing. 1, 2, 3, CM Punk wins with a GTS to get the World Heavyweight Championship. Right decision, but Jesus Christ, the match could have been better. What did I think? It was fine. It was a fine match. I think the overall problem with it was that Jey Uso is just getting gassed too quickly, probably because of his entrance and probably the fact that he has a confidence issue at the moment. I don't know if we're being worked, to be honest, but it feels like it, that all of this is a legit thing. So there could have been things that would have been tidied up, like the neck breaker and the spear, and the needs to get rid of that GTS thing. That's like when you have a big thing going on in your career. Like when you did it against Gunther, that was hype. That made everyone stand up and go, oh my god, he's about to do it. Because it's against Gunther. Like, Gunther is not an easy guy to beat. Jey Uso versus CM Punk, it's kind of level in terms of, you know, physicality and mentality. Against Gunther, CM Punk was like, oh my god, what the hell is going to happen to me? And if you watch that match, he got beat the shit out of. But he was resilient and he won the championship, though Seth Rollins did take it. Afterwards, it doesn't matter because of how it played out in the match. In this particular case, it doesn't work and you shouldn't have done it. You should have done something else like it. Maybe you caught him in some, like, you know, surprise moment, but yeah, it just didn't work here. Now, what does this set up? Well, it sets up CM Punk being the next big World Heavyweight Champion and making sure that everyone knows who he is in the WWE. Of course, we already know who he is. CM Punk, but defining him as a World Heavyweight Champion. Though he has been WWE Champion, and he was for a while back in 2012, 2013, that kind of thing, this is something that, you know, is going to be different to him, having the World Heavyweight Championship. Though he has had it before, when he cashed in against Jeff Hardy, and he did win another briefcase as well at some point, way back in the day, long-haired Punk, that kind of thing. Suited him then, suits him now. He is going to be great with the title, but it sets up this Jey Uso heel turn. I am 100% confident that is going to happen within the next couple of weeks. Jey Uso turning heel. It already seemed like a weird thing on Monday Night Raw last night. By the way, this has been recorded on the Wednesday the 5th. There will also be a Monday Night Raw review, by the way. Don't forget that. But yeah, there was a weird thing going on with Jey Uso on Monday, so there is definitely something going on with Jey turning heel, and I'm looking forward to that. We just need to keep waiting for it and see what happens. But Jey Uso, if you do turn heel, you should do the no yeet. Or the absolutely no yeet. No single arm yeet, because you're looking like a bit of a bad word there. I'm not gonna say the word, but yeah, just talking nonsense. So what do I think of the whole event in general? It's good. It's some bad parts, but it was overall pretty good. I'm looking forward to the 16-man tournament for John Cena's last opponent. I thought the triple threat was absolutely excellent. I thought Drew versus Cody was good, and I thought the main event was probably the worst of the night. But that's fine, because it wasn't even that bad. But that's me even saying that the squash match was a better match than the main event had, which is saying a lot, to be honest. Overall, good PLE. We'll look forward to the next one in December when John Cena has his last match. It'll be a very sad day, but listen, that's what we're here for. This has been High Crowd. Thank you all very much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe and comment down below what was your favourite part of Saturday night's main event, and hopefully you will see me in the next one for Wrestle Ramble episode 15, where we'll probably do Monday Night Raw. See you all later. Take care!